Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. You longtime viewers out there may recognize this little red number that I have on today from past videos where I do, well, let's just say kind of risque things. And today is no different. Yes, I am naked underneath this red robe. And I gotta say, I like the way I look in red. But before I explain what I'm doing and why, I wanted to announce a couple what I think are exciting things. The first is this is my 97th video, which means I'm getting very close to 100 videos. And on most television series, once you get to 100 episodes, that's a big deal. And I think my YouTube channel should be no different. As it happens, I'm also getting very close to 10,000 subscribers, so I thought the two could meet in some way. Today I want to announce a viewer contest. Whoever can get the most amount of your friends, colleagues, co-workers, I don't care who, to subscribe to my channel is going to get a 30-minute Skype date with me. So for all of you who have ever wanted to speak to me directly, here's your chance. Just send me the screenshot of your friend subscribing via Messenger on my Facebook page. And the link for my Facebook page is down below, along with all my other social media as always. And just for your information, yes, YouTube does provide me a way of getting all the current usernames that are subscribed to my channel, so no funny business. The second thing I want to announce is that I am going to Toronto in 3 weeks. A good friend of mine, Stephanie Frosch, otherwise known as LO Steph here on YouTube, has made an LGBTQ themed video that I happen to be appearing in, and she'll be showing at a Buffer Festival in Toronto. So if you want to meet me and you happen to live in Canada, please come on down. I would love to meet you. Okay, now finally on to my actual content of my video and why I'm naked. Well, it turns out I had read some information and studies some years ago that was incorrect, or at least incomplete. These scientists had taken the measurement of the microflora in neovaginas, and what they found was bacteria that closely resembled the kind of bacteria you would find on the surface of your skin. Which kind of makes sense because it is surface skin that is turned inside out and then used to line the inside of our vaginas. What they didn't find very much of is lactobacillus. Now, why is that important? Well, it's because lactobacillus makes lactic acid, and then the natal vagina, which is the vagina that most women are lucky to be born with, it keeps the pH level slightly acidic, which makes it harder for the bad bacteria to grow. It also does a lot of other great things for vaginal health, like keeping these bacteria from binding to the walls of the vagina, and just generally kind of regulates things down there. So the lack of it in the neovagina is not a good thing. It means that in our vaginas, that bad bacteria can grow, which can lead to all kinds of bad things. Things like yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis, which is where that fishy smell comes from. If things are all healthy down there, you're not really supposed to have a pronounced fishy smell. Now, I, for one, have noticed that my vagina doesn't smell bad. At least I don't think so. On the contrary, very often it smells very vagina-y, if you know what I mean. And I've always thought that it's incredibly mysterious and also incredibly wonderful. But if our microflora is all that different, how can that be the case? Well, just today I read a study that discovered that our microflora is not that different. By using a molecular technique on 60 trans women, they were actually able to detect lactobacillus in 75% of them. Not only that, many of the women, they had multiple strands. In fact, in 90% of the women, they had more than one kind of lactobacillus. A few trans women even had 8 different kinds. That's amazing. The only time I've ever noticed I smell kind of bad was back when I used regular lubes to dilate. All that stuff kind of gets skunked up inside you and just comes out naturally through gravity. And it doesn't get cleaned out like it does in natal women because we don't have the same kind of mucosal secretions. That is not to say that we should douche, at least with all those kind of medications or even soap, especially if we have lactobacillus inside of us like this study suggests, because in that case, we'd be killing all of it and messing up our entire vaginal flora. Just like with every other woman, who'da thunk it? If you're careful, it may not be inadvisable for transgender women to use water. However, a good alternative for me is coconut oil. I notice it doesn't build up, your body absorbs it, and my vagina smells like coconut for a little while afterwards. And it's been years that I've been using coconut oil and I never notice a bad smell down there anymore. So that takes care of the smell, but I've also wondered what I taste like. I mean, you know, I've tasted a vagina or two, so I generally know what it tastes like, and I think we all know when we get a bad one. But the girls I have had sex with who have gone down on me have said it tasted just like anybody else's. So today I'm gonna put that to the test in 2 different ways. First off, I'm just gonna stick a finger in myself and taste it. And you know, hopefully it won't taste bad, but we'll see. And the second thing I'm gonna do is break out my favorite toy and, you know, make myself come. So in that way I'm gonna have all my juices flowing down there. All these secretions and, you know, just things that come out when I get excited. If a girl is doing their job with me, that's what they're gonna be tasting. And then I'm gonna report back on what that tastes like. I'm always seem to be sticking things in myself on camera. This time it's just gonna be my finger. I'm a lesbian, I should be liking this, right? But it's my own. I'm conflicted. I'm not gonna be using any lubes to like mess up the flavor. Okay, so I've adjusted my angle here and let's see. Let me find the hole. All right, it's in. Wiggle it around in there a little bit. You really want that much detail? I don't know. What are the things I do for science? Doesn't smell bad. That's good, right? In fact, what it smells like is vagina-y. Only has like the faintest of smells, which is great, which is exactly what I've always ever smelled when I go down on women. Okay, and now to taste it. Tastes like vagina. In fact, if anything, my thumb smells more like vagina than even my index finger. I mean, it was kind of involved in the action too, you know? And now on to phase 2. And no, I'm not gonna let you see that part. Okay, well, I'm back. I did my thing. Now I'm kind of gushy down there. Figure I'm gonna be the most fragrant and vagina smelling and tasting at this exact moment. Let's give it a try. This time it's a lot easier because I'm well lubricated. And I should say the only lubrication is my own. I did not use anything else because I didn't want anything else to perhaps influence the taste. I can't believe I'm doing this. Sometimes, you know, ideas seem better on paper than they do in reality. Okay. It does smell a little different. It smells a little bit more like, I don't know, maybe a little bit like vaguely like vanilla. Here we go. Just smells like I've come a little. Well, really a lot. Very, very subtle. It doesn't really taste like much of anything. It smells good, it tastes good. Not like I want to put on my Frosted Flakes or something. Just subtle, you know, it doesn't taste bad at all. In fact, if anything, afterwards now it smells less strong. So there you go. I hope for you trans women out there, it might give you some peace of mind to know that we really don't taste much different, or at least I don't. I don't see why you would be any different though. And for those of you thinking about having sex with a trans woman, I hope that answers a question that you may have had too. It was actually much ado about nothing. And now that I've done that, I never have to do it again. Now on to tasting other things like sperm. No, I was just kidding. Sometimes my mouth says things before my brain really thinks them out. Now, if you've tasted your vagina, I want to hear about it. Put it in the comments below. And if there's anything else you'd like me to try, also put that in the comments. And don't forget about that viewer contest. You can win a 30-minute Skype date with me. Please don't forget to check out the links to my socials down below, including Instagram, Twitter, and my Facebook. And of course, my Patreon, so I can keep bringing you top-notch quality content like this. And on that note, like, share, and subscribe, and see you around the interwebs.